Roger Musson speaking to us earlier. Well, Nepal is still trying to recover from those earthquakes, with aid agencies warning there could be a humanitarian crisis if the people left homeless aren't given more help. Matters are being made far worse by a blockade of the main supply routes to bring in aid by ethnic groups in the south of Nepal who are angry at the new constitution brought in by the government. The blockade's already forced fuel rationing and seen supplies run low. Many people have accused India of supporting the protest by the Madhesis. The World Food Programme says food prices have reached such levels that hunger and malnutrition loom. Well, with me is Nepal's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister, Kamal. Let's start with the earthquake. How much of Nepal has been rebuilt since April?
Well, immediately after the massive earthquake, we hosted an international donors conference, and the international community generously placed for the cooperation and for the reconstruction projects of Nepal. So after that, we decided to establish a reconstruction authority.
But that's only just been passed, hasn't it, Minister?
Yes, it was passed.
Why has it taken so long?
Because of some political problems within our country, because of the differences between political parties, and also it affected because we were quite busy in the promulgation of the constitution, and immediately after the promulgation.
That's another big issue, isn't it? Because you know, we're talking about this blockade. Well, I think it was UNICEF was saying this was a political difference between adults, which was actually going to lead to huge blows to the children of Nepal because of the shortages there. Now, the Madhesis, they are unhappy with the constitution. Are you going to give them what they want? Otherwise, this blockade is going to continue, isn't it?
Well, the constitution that has been promulgated on September this year, it is a very inclusive constitution, and it has given rights and authorities to all sections of the Nepalese society, including Madhesis.
Yeah, but the Madhesis represent what, 45 to 50% of the population?
Yeah.
What is the representation, for example, in the army, in government, in the police?
Well, 45% has been reserved to all the marginalized sections, including Madhesis.
25%?
45% has been reserved to all sections of the Nepalese society, especially those who are marginalized, Dalits and the Madhesi communities. And besides this, the constitution has provided for inclusive representation in all state organs, including national parliament and the provincial parliaments.
Well, because I think the president and vice president, I think, are Madhesis as well, but those have no executive real role, are they? I mean, those are titular, symbolic roles.
At present, it's not the Madhesis who are the president and the vice president. After the new constitution, we had a new election, and for the first time in the history of Nepal, we have a lady president, and also the speaker. She is also a woman who comes from a marginalized indigenous group. What I'm trying to say is that the present constitutions, although there are some grievances in some areas, but basically it's a compromise constitution which provides rights to every sections of the Nepalese society.
Will you give the Madhesis what they want? Will you give them more?
Well, they have some grievances, and they have raised some demands. Out of that, we have already agreed on some points. The Constitution Amendment Bill has already been tabled in the Parliament, and hopefully we will be able to approve that very soon. And besides that, there is a very contentious issue of demarcation of the provinces. In that also, we have assured them we will form a high-level political committee, and with 3 months mandate to force consensus, including the grievances of the Madhesi parties. So I think with this offer, they should be happy and end the agitation.
Okay, and the blockade will then be lifted, will it?
Well, the blockade...
Have they given you that undertaking?
So far, the blockade party is concerned. It's not only the Madhesi parties. Yet, in some points, Madhesi parties are active. But with India, besides the affected points, there are almost half a dozen points where there is life is very normal. Right? So, but unfortunately, from India, there has been obstruction on transit and supply system. So it's basically, it's not the agitating political parties, it is from the government of India. This obstruction has taken place.
And you've been to India, I think, on 2 occasions in
Yes.
recent months. And what have they assured you?
I'm quite hopeful. I visited New Delhi twice in 2 months. And my last visit and my meeting with my counterpart, Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj, has been very useful, and we have come to an understanding. I think that visit has helped in clearing the air of misunderstanding between...
What did you clear up then, when you say it was a helpful visit?
Yeah, they had some grievances about on the way the constitution has been promulgated. So I told them very clearly that so far the Madhesi problem is concerned, that is Nepal's internal problem, and we are ready to resolve through negotiation internally. So, and the internal matters should not be tied up with Nepal-India relations, and especially the trade relations are completely different.
So has India desisted now from getting involved, or do you think it still is involved?
Yeah, I think now they have realized that it's about time they should delink the Nepal's internal problem and Nepal-India relations.
And they've given you an assurance that they have done that or will do that?
I hope so. That it might take some time, but they have given me assurances that if some improvement has taken place on the Nepalese political front, they are ready to ease it out. In fact, there has been some improvement in last couple of days also. I had talked to Foreign Minister Swaraj last week also, and I'm quite hopeful that eventually the common sense will prevail and we'll have we'll be back into the normal.
All right, okay. Kamal Thapa, thank you very much indeed, Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister.
Thank you so much.
Right, you're watching Global. Stay with us. Still to come.